Welcome back, dear students. Today we are going to solve a second problem under consignment accounts or so-called accounting for consignment. So in the last video we have already solved one problem and you have understood the idea, like which are the items debit side comes and which are the item goes to the credit side. So let us solve the second problem. So this is also one of the question paper problem kind of. So let us understand the problem first. See problem: Samsung Limited Mumbai consigned 100 mobile phones costing rupees 12,000 each. Here you have to understand Samsung Limited Mumbai. So that particular company is consigning 100 mobile phones. So cost of each mobile is 12,000. So then who is the consignor here? The consignor is Samsung Limited Mumbai. Okay. So then to whom that company is selling the goods? To Sangeeta Company Mysore. So to Sangeeta Company Mysore, they are selling the goods on 1/1/2019. Samsung Limited incurred packaging charges rupees 4,000, loading charges rupees 2,000 and insurance rupees 500. See, these above said expenditure, so which are clearly said, those expenditure incurred by consignor. Clear? So expenditure incurred by the consignor. So that is unloading charge, so that is packing charges 4,000, loading charges 2,000 and insurance 500. During the transit, 5 mobile phones are damaged due to an accident. So obviously, whenever the goods damaged to an accident or with an accident, so we have to calculate abnormal loss. So be clear, we are going to calculate abnormal loss whenever the goods are met with an accident. So here during the transit, 5 mobile phones damaged due to an accident. And insurance company agreed to pay rupees 40,000. So how much the insurance company is compensating? 40,000 rupees towards the claim. Sangeeta Company received the remaining mobiles. So that means 100 minus 5, 95 mobiles received by Sangeeta Company. So you should be very clear. So Sangeeta Company received the remaining mobiles and paid unloading charges of rupees 800, freight rupees 1,600 and warehousing charges rupees 2,000. So here the expenses incurred by the consignee. So that is 800 for unloading and 1,600 for freight and 2,000 for go down or warehouse charges. Moving further, the bill drawn by Samsung Limited for 6 lakh accepted by Sangeeta Company as advance payment on consignment. So an advance payment, how much? 6 lakh rupees has been received as an advance. Sangeeta Company is entitled to get a 5% commission on sales. So what is the rate of commission? 5%. So commission is always paid on sales. So that you should be very clear. The company account sales sent by Sangeeta Company revealed that 65 mobiles sold for rupees 15,000 each. How many mobiles sold? 65,000 at the rate of 15,000 rupees each, and 30 mobiles remained unsold. So they have only clearly said that closing stock, that is unsold mobile is 30. So 30 plus 65, 95 and Methvin accident 5 mobiles 100. Clear? So the bank draft was sent for the balance amount. So whatever the remaining balance amount has to be settled, for that a draft has been sent. Okay, so now this is the problem. So I wanted you people to copy this problem in a book so that you can start solving by yourself after watching this video. Clear? So which will help you out to understand very well, very easily. Clear? So if you read or if you listen only, it will not work out. So you have to solve by your own. Okay, so let us solve the problem now. So that is Samsung Limited Mumbai. So that is consignment account in the books of Samsung Company Limited, Mumbai. So here you have to understand first debit side. So on which date consignment took place? That is 1st January 2019. So in a date column 1/1/2019, 2 goods sent on consignment. 2 goods sent on consignment. So how many mobiles has been dispatched to the Sangeeta Company Limited? 100 mobile. What was the cost price of each mobile? 12,000 rupees. Correct. So 100 into 12,000. So the total amount 12 lakh, which we are taking on the debit side of the amount column. Clear? So now on the same date 1/1/2019, to bank account. If you want to make a note of that in a bracket, expenses, non-recurring expenses incurred by the consignor. If you want, you can make a note. You know, that is to bank account in a bracket, non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor. If you want, you can write. So since I am taking directly, so to bank account, expenses incurred by the consignor. So he has incurred an expenditure, packaging 4,000 and loading charges 2,000 and insurance 500. So put together I have taken the amount in inner column. So total it and put it to outer column 6,500. Okay. So now expenses incurred by the consignee. So who is the consignee? Sangeeta Company Limited. So take down 1/1/2019 to Sangeeta Company Limited. So now we are going to enter here the expenses incurred by the consignee. Unloading charges 800, freight 1,600 and warehousing charges 2,000. So if you total it, you will get 4,400 outer column. Clear? So now at the end of the year, we have to give a commission to the consignee. Correct? So what is the rate of commission we have agreed upon? 5% on sales. So now take 31/12/2019 in the debit column I am speaking. 31/12/2019. So that is to Sangeeta Company Limited account. But the problem is we don't know the sales. So let us find out the sales now. So go to the credit side of Sangeeta Company Limited, that is Samsung Company Limited account. So write the date 31/12/2019 by Sangeeta Company Limited. So in a bracket make a note sales. So how many mobiles sold by Sangeeta Company Limited? 65 mobiles. So take a note 65 into at what price those mobiles has been sold. 15,000 rupees each, right? So 15,000, 65 into 15,000. So outer column 9,75,000. Okay. So now we got to know the sales. Correct. So we know the sales. Now we can calculate the commission. So come back to the debit side now. So in the debit side we have already written to Sangeeta Company Limited account, open the bracket and write commission. So sales is 9,75,000, open the bracket and write 9,75,000 into what is the percentage? 5%. So 5 divided by 100. So you will get a commission of rupees 48,750 rupees. Clear? So now we are done with the commission also. Clear? So now we have to calculate closing stock. We know the closing stock, but we don't know the value of closing stock, because in the problem only said 65 mobiles sold and 30 mobiles left with the consignee. So 65 plus 30, 95, and 5 mobiles have been damaged. So to find out the value of closing stock, we are supposed to do a working note, and at the same time whether we have abnormal loss or abnormal profit or abnormal gain, we have to check with the working note itself. So let us move on to the working note to know the abnormal loss and closing stock. So let us move on to the working note. So point number 1, working note number 1, calculation of stock with consignee and value, that is unsold goods. So cost of each goods we have to find. So whatever the closing stock value we have to find. So for that, what is the number of mobiles consigned? 100. Open a bracket. Next to cost, open a bracket and write how many mobiles have been consigned? 100. Out of which how many mobiles have sold? 65. So minus 65. How many mobiles have met with an accident and damaged? 5. So minus 5. So 100 minus 65 minus 5 equals 30. So 30 mobiles has not sold by the consignee. That is unsold goods, that 30 mobiles. So what was the cost price of those 30 mobiles? 12,000 each. So 30 into 12,000, 3,60,000. Did you got how we got 3,60,000? 30 mobiles into cost price. So that is 12,000, 3,60,000. Add proportionate non-recoverable expenses or non-recurring expenses. Clear? So what is that proportionate non-recoverable expenses? Which is contributed by the consignor. So incurred by the consignor. So you can look at in the consignment account. I have made a list, inner column to outer column. Expenses incurred by the consignor, 6,500 I have taken directly. Okay, but incurred by the consignee. See, warehouse charges is not our responsibility. See, it is not recoverable in nature. So it is a non-recoverable. See, all the expenses incurred until the goods reaches the shop or go down to be considered as non-recoverable expenditure. Warehouse charges is related to storing, hence it is not included, which is paid by the consignee. Okay, so that is why I am eliminating godown charges or warehousing charges. So I am taking only unloading charges of rupees 800 and freight charges of rupees 1,600. So 800 plus 1,600, that is equals to 2,400. So 6,500 plus 2,400, that is equals to 8,900. So how many goods have not sold? 30. So open the bracket and write 8,900 into 30, that is unsold goods, divided by number of goods is consigned, number of mobile consigned 100. So 30 divided by 100, 2,670. So outer column, that is 3,62,670 rupees. So this is the value of closing stock. So this first adjustment. So next let us move on to identify the calculation of abnormal loss due to accident. So cost of goods damage, how many mobiles met with an accident and damaged? 5 mobiles. What is the cost? 12,000. So 5 into 12,000, 60,000 done. Add proportionate non-recoverable expenses as usual incurred by consignor 6,500 as in the above working note, and incurred by the consignee 2,400 same as in the above working note, and the amount also same, but here only changes number of mobiles. So 8,900 into how many mobiles met with an accident? 5 mobiles. 5 divided by 100. So 445. So total is 60,445. That is what we call it as a gross abnormal loss. Okay, that is we call gross abnormal loss, which 60,445 less claim from insurance company or claim offered by insurance company. So here in this problem, insurance company compensates 40,000 rupees. So 60,445 minus 40,000. So that is net abnormal loss will be 20,445. So now we got both the answers, that is value of closing stock as well the abnormal loss value. So value of closing stock 3,62,670. Take down on the credit side of the consignment account in the books of Samsung Limited. Buy stock with consignee or closing stock working note number 1, 3,62,670 rupees, and next immediately down to that, buy abnormal loss working note number 2, 60,445. So that's all, we have taken everything. So now total both the side and consider which side is the greater. So in this problem, credit side is the greater, that is 9,75,000 plus 3,62,670 plus 60,445, that is equals to 13,98,115. So when we deduct this from the above, so we'll get the difference is 1,38,465, that is balance. So we are transferring that on the closing date, that is 31st/12/2019 to P&L account. So that is nothing but a balancing figure. So we have now done with the two important aspect of consignment account. So that is consignment account in the books of Samsung Limited, and we have found out whether the value of closing stock and at the same time abnormal loss or abnormal profit. So next, moving on towards to preparation of Sangeeta company account. So let us open Sangeeta company account. Okay. So here, first on the debit side, we are going to consider two consignment account. So two consignment account, what we are going to write first? Sales proceeds. What is the number of mobiles sold? 65 mobiles. What is the price? Sales price 15,000 rupees. So 65 into 15,000 rupees, that is equals to 9,75,000. Okay, so now let us come back to the credit side. Buy bills receivable account. So that is advance received. How much advance made? So 6 lakh rupees. So next, buy consignment account. So commission, how much has been paid? 48,750. By consignment account, the total expenditure incurred by the consignee, so which is recorded in the consignment account in the Samsung Limited account. So in this includes the warehouse charges also. So that is 4,400 rupees. By bank account, that is draft received on consignment. So find the difference and put down. So that is 9,75,000 minus 6 lakh minus 48,750 minus 4,400. So the difference is 3,21,850. So now both the side total it is 9,75,000 in both the amount column in the debit as well as credit. Okay, so I believe you have understood this problem. So watch again if you don't understood. If you get a doubt while solving the problem, please feel to approach me. So don't hesitate to approach me. Feel free to post your doubts so that I can clarify those doubts. Okay. So next, third problem will come up with some different problem. So these are the two basic problems which we have solved now. So see you soon in the next video with the next problem. So until then, see you. Take care. Bye-bye.